Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Here we are at the end of the week, Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parsha Shmini, Shabbos Mevarchim, Chodesh Nisan coming to end, Chodesh Iyar upon us. Of course, next week we will have beginning of Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut. Happy birthday to Israel, but only after we remember Israel's fallen, which we'll touch upon next week. Please continue davening for Chayalei Tzva Ganei Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol Petzuei Yisrael, and a safe return of our hostages. And we daven and learn Le'ili Nishmas, Seren Daniel Shimon Ben Harav Daron V'Shalei Hashem Yikam Damo, and a safe return of his guf for Kever Yisrael. Please remember to vote. We only have a few days left till the beginning of May to vote in the WZC elections. Slate number 5, OIC-MIZRACHI. Please take 5 minutes and vote. You can find the link at the bottom of the podcast notes. Next, Halacha, Mahu Malbash Harolei Tefillah. So yesterday we spoke about a belt. We spoke about proper attitudes. Let's further discuss dressing during davening. Mishnikla l'matzav she'en lo begadim, chayv l'chol ha'pakas l'bosh betefillah michnasayim ketzarim v'gufiyah. So if a person is in a situation where he doesn't have his clothing, so you have to at least wear some sort of covering on your entire body, some sort of pants and shirt, something, at least even if it's short pants. And even though technically speaking, as long as the erva is covered, and that's good for Kriya Shema and brachos, however, when it comes to Shemona Esrei, as you're standing in front of a king, you have to cover not only the erva portion of your body, but also your heart. Again, this is only in a situation of need where you have nothing else. A person should make an effort. You beautify the tefillah by wearing proper clothing, so that the honor of heaven shouldn't be any less than the honor you would afford to a human king. So, as one would dress appropriately when you're meeting an important person, the same attitude should be given when persons should be careful to dress carefully when it comes to davening. Someone who goes to meet one time in his life, he's going to meet the king. So you're going to wear your best clothing. But if you see the king every single day, you'll wear something nice, but you're not going to wear your best tuxedo. You'll wear according to what your rank is. But you're not going to wear the most elegant and fancy clothing outfit that you have. So this is similar when it comes to davening. So it's as if we come to the king 3 times a day. We wear nice clothing. We don't wear our finest clothing. We don't wear our Shabbos clothing, Yontif clothing, or something that we would wear, let's say, to a simcha. Everything goes according to the custom of the person and the place. There are some communities where everybody goes to any important event with a hat and with a tie, and it would seem that also when it comes to tefillah, they should come with a hat and a tie. And if in a place where it's not acceptable to go in front of important people with sandals or without any socks or any long pants, let's say, so then you shouldn't come this way to davening either. However, places where it is acceptable to go, let's say, either without socks or with sandals, and you would even go in front of an important person this way, then this would be accepted. So this certainly would explain a stark difference that is found between here in the United States versus Israel. In Israel, let's say, consider how you would dress at a wedding here versus how you dress at a wedding in Israel. In Israel, you would take out your good sandals. Nobody wears a tie, it seems. Maybe the Masada Kedushin, maybe the Chatan, but guests, by and large, it's a white shirt that's untucked, no jacket, sandals, no socks. So that would be acceptable to wear during davening, where here, somebody probably wouldn't be given an aliyah if he was dressed like that. But that's, again, these are sociological and sort of cultural differences. Haragal hispala b'kova v'chalifa v'nikol matzav shemiyel chabesuk de lavim yafsides hatfila binyan. Let's say it's a person who regularly davens with a hat and with a jacket, and you realize that in the time it would take to go get your hat and jacket, you would miss davening with a minyan. Mutav shispala b'gadim pshut b'minyan. It's better that you should wear regular non-hat and jacket clothing with a minyan, because it's better, the priority is to daven with a minyan over wearing the hat and the jacket. Aval, im hu lavash begadim bezuyim, kegon she'avid b'chatzro v'lavash b'gdei avodam l'chlachim o meknesayim ketzarim. But let's say you come to shul and you have a choice. You have clothing that's not fit for davening. Let's say you came from work. Imagine somebody's a mechanic and you're filled with oil and grease or something like that. Or you have short pants on, or pants that are too short that you wouldn't wear in the street. Better you should change his clothing and miss davening with the minyan, because if you would come to davening in that apparel, in that outfit, it would actually be a bizayon, it would be an embarrassment to the davening. And also it would kind of cause a bit of a tumult in the shul if you walk into shul dressed like that, and it would disturb people from their davening. So a person has to use the proper amount of judgment. So obviously we have to prepare ourselves for tefillah mentally, physically. So for instance, I have a jacket that I wear. It's a davening jacket, a jacket that I wear just for davening 3 times a day, exactly for this purpose, and we should think carefully about how we dress and prepare ourselves for tefillah. So, in the meantime, wishing everybody a peaceful and restful Shabbos. Please continue davening for Chayalei Tzvah and Yisrael for Shalom L'chol B'tzvei Yisrael and the safe return of our hostages. Nishmat and Daniel Shimon Arav John Mishlesh Amidamo. Please vote OIC-MIZRACHI slate number 5. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach.